you wear my Levi's jeans. Took the river with you dance. Tearing down the barrel of his gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance.
What's up, you guys? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all food is ready or halfway cooked or about done. Got a little bit more, we got the easy stuff, but welcome in. Happy Thanksgiving, Cree. It's gonna be a quick live. I ain't even gonna be on it. The prenup is that she wants her and Todd to split the bills. Child support. He get what he get, she get what she get. Now, allegedly, it is heard that she is in New York because she's getting ready for a Broadway show. He is in Atlanta with the kids. And I was like, okay, well, she is working. It's a lot with that. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot with that. It's a lot with that, y'all. Let me pull it up. So she filed it Friday, not like a week ago, and she said that she didn't want it to be out like it is. But hey, Larry, but she was saying that basically this is what she want. Now we all know she did file that she did have a prenup. I'm talking about filed. She had a prenup. Wait, they still in legal issues? Now she said that it has been brewing. I think it's been brewing since the restaurant got shut down. And now it's coming out that they might have a lawsuit for the for one of the restaurants. So, child, I think that this came out when they sat here and said that she was getting sued and about to lose that them restaurants. I really do, and I think it kind of boiled over because the last time that we saw them, she was basically with Fatum in what it was in one of the islands. What? Girl, I think it boiled down to that because now they're trying to say, remember Fatum from Real Housewives that played the friend to Sheree? They trying to say that Fatum had something to do with it. If Fatum say she ain't have nothing to do with it because Kenya came out here and say, you know, she's a fun girl. She like to invite, she invited her friend. Fatum say, baby, I ain't had nothing to do with that marriage dissolving. I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I said, They trying to say her Fatum, child. So she wants custody. She wants joint physical custody and joint legal custody. So they'll keep it to where the kids will come to New York. Then she will, send them back to Atlanta. She also stated that she want their assets to be divided. Now, Kandi and Todd did make some money together, so I don't know how that's going to go. That debts accumulated accumulated during the marriage will be assigned per its terms. Both parties' financial rights will be governed by that document. So whatever little debt they had, including with the restaurant in the lawsuit, Happy Thanksgiving, they both got to deal with paying for that lawsuit. She said that she want them both to split the assets for the money they made with, I don't know how, because, well, that's crazy. Let's think about it. The 3 restaurants they had together, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. Then on top of that, you had the movies that they had. One of the movies was The Pass. I'm trying to think what other movie they had that he got splits with. I know he had his TV show, and he can do them things because him and Carlos, they'll work together, whatever. But I know that they did work together. That's something I want to know too. We know her and Carlos don't like each other. Do you think Todd and Carlos might be going to work together, do a production for some shows? Todd got producing credits. I think his show had. I'm gonna call her back. I think his show had the show that he had on TV1. I think it was like 2 seasons, and then it was a whole debacle between Kandi and Carlos because he was doing it with Carlos. Because remember, Carlos got fired, and they still had their little whatever going on. Let's see. Kandi requests that both parties are responsible for their own attorney fees, and signed that she be aiming for a streamlined, minimally contentious legal resolution. Her attorney on the record is Adama McKinney, a respected Atlanta family law practitioner. While the filing was submitted discreetly under her legal marriage name, it is discovered around sending shockwaves. So, entertainment world, Bravo TV fan communities, Atlanta celebrity and business circles, Kandi and Todd, who were married in 2014, built multiple businesses together. They did. Now they made some money from Bravo and everything. They did. Todd Tucker will now be formally served and given the opportunity to file a response. The court may then schedule hearings to address. Hold on. So basically, he got to respond for custody, child support, and enforcement of a prenatal agreement. Now, Todd hasn't responded yet, but my thing is, everybody was saying, oh, well, he keep the kids anyway. Oh, well, he had the kids anyway. I feel the same way. But then again, she have them too. So, I mean, it really wouldn't matter. But I just want to know, like, I know it was awkward during Blaze's birthday party. I wonder what they doing today. Is she back in Atlanta or is she back in New York still? Child, this here child. When I said in a couple of lives ago with that beef, I say, JT, sit down. This has nothing to do with you. Don't you jump in this beef. It's not going to go where you want it to go. Shut up. Don't say nothing. You had the right to respond, but to piggyback and jump on Cardi for Nicki, and then Nicki dish you, and now you sitting here and 10 people don't even know your damn songs. So she had a concert, I believe, at the Classic, and she was like, it was an older crowd. JT, first of all, the Classic had younger crowds too. But it would have been smart if you would have jumped on here and played, hey Justin, and played City Girls first, then transition into your songs that they know, and then play some songs they never heard of. Because of the fact is that you're trying to show out and show up on somebody, and it's not working. It's not working. So she went on stage, child. She says she's done performing for the older crowd. They did not know her music. They were not dancing. They was just standing there, whatever, talking of such. And it was horrible. It was ridiculous. Wait, Calissa got the baby? Oh no, she got the mother kids. Yeah, she didn't know. Hold on. It ain't even on her. Let me type it in. Like, they didn't know her songs. They didn't know her songs. They weren't performing to it. They was like, one girl told her she was showing her she was showing her cootie cat, and the girl she say, what? No, baby, you don't see my you don't see my what she say? You don't see my stuff. You see my panties. All right, hold on. Oh, here we go. I had to find it, y'all. But it wasn't going as she thought it was. I've been saying that. You jumping with this lady, man. All right.
I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all. I don't got time for this shit tonight, okay? I really don't. I don't have time. I don't know if I'm a YN or an OG, because y'all be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm 33, I'm y'all age. I need y'all to have fun. Like, don't be staring at me. Don't be looking at me crazy. Put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Hands up. You right there, hands up. Now wait from left to right. Come on. I want to make my official retirement from the OG community. I will not be doing no more shows for you know, I'm done.
I'm gonna have you come up Friday, Justin. JT. Let me tell you what would have got Orlando jumping. They know your songs. They just didn't like some of the stuff you said and in support of some of the stuff that you did. I told you, girl. I told you. I don't care how if it's 4 or 5 hours away from Miami. You know that jump you pull, they not rocking with you on that. You know that. You know that. Especially for this one. Not after what she been doing. They gonna make you eat that. You at the classic. It's not old people. The classic has everybody. Everybody love the Orlando Classic. Everybody like to get dressed, take their kids. Another thing, baby, you could have pulled out the Jeezy out your hat with you on the song, and the crowd would have went crazy. They love Jeezy, the snowman. Jeezy, Gucci, Tip, to name a few. Kodak, I don't know why. I don't know why Rod Wave. I just feel like he depressing. Um, yeah. Listen, I like a little thug. Trick Daddy, you could have pulled a Trina out. You could have pulled Plies up there. Oh yeah, they would have went crazy. Even though you don't have no songs with them, but you could have made it entertaining. It was just you in the short dress. You knew better than to bring your tail out there to the classic in Orlando. This is like the same crowd performing in Miami. Because Miami would have been like, girl, you would have been mad at Miami because we're like, ooh, she don't fell out. You know that. So you got to bring your A game. You know Miami is a very, very hard crowd. Friday, Justin, tomorrow. But I mean, she had to learn, child, and her and the girl ain't even cool no more. All right, before we go, oh God, yeah, before we go into that, let's talk about this one here. Oh Jesus, let me prepare myself. Um, First of all, it's nothing wrong with being a mother, right? Some people want to be moms, some people don't, right? That's cool. Nothing wrong with being a rich auntie, okay? That's what you're supposed to do. But coming on here after we seen you try to give, okay? After we see you try to give Scotty advice from being pregnant from Mr. Lemon Pepper. After we see that, child, you decide to come on here and say, "Oh, I regret having my baby." Chrisean, you don't regret having your baby. When we sat here and told you that you're pregnant, stop drinking, you need to take this pregnancy seriously, you told us to shut the fuck up. Yes, she did, y'all. She said, y'all shut the fuck up and stay out my business. That's what she told us. Y'all shut the fuck up and stay out my business. It's my mother. Basically, this is my motherfucking baby. That's what she told us. We said, okay. All right, cool. She said her fans was broke. She said my fans broke like the rest of them bitches. I can do what I want. That's what she said. That's what she said. I'm gonna play this interview. And and I've said this about Chrisean, she's the ultimate pick me when it comes to Blueface. I have said this. I said this, okay?
How do you feel when people come at you as like not being the right mom or all that? Because you're always going to deal with that. So I'm just curious, how do you respond to that? Because people will say that's just the internet. Like, how does that?
I don't care for right. I start caring when it's like his blood speaking up. Like, all right,
Okay.
his grandmama, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. His daddy, what the f? So when he get older and see this, only person he gonna see is defending him is his mama. Is that okay? You know, like it's like I wouldn't even. Honest to God, that's why sometimes I wish I never had my kid because of the evil stuff
That's not why she wished she never had her child. We told your ass not to get pregnant from. We told you don't. But let me tell y'all something. Yeah, Chrisean is young, but Chrisean is stupid. Chrisean know what she does. I'm gonna explain something, y'all, because I've been following this since they've been together. She only got pregnant with her baby and kept Chrisean had okay, let me explain it to you. I'm gonna walk y'all down. Chrisean has had multiple Blueface made Chrisean get multiple abortions. When he got Jay and Alexis pregnant, again, doing him and her and Chrisean went together because he was trying to get rid of Chrisean. Remember, she was putting pathogens through the man house. Yeah. BLOOD through the house. She crashed his car, took his car. That's why she went to jail, because she took his car more than once. Yeah. Chrisean got upset around that time when she found out that Jake and Alexis was pregnant with little Journey. That's why Carlissa tells her don't touch Journey, because the thing she said about what she'll do to Journey, and she had like she forgot. She said some messed up stuff about doing something to that baby. That's why Jake and Alexis ain't playing that. So she got pregnant. Remind you, she done had like 2-3 abortions already. During the break, the reason why Ronnie popped up, and she said something about that too, I'm gonna find it. She got pregnant, and what happened was he wasn't sure if it was his or not because they was on a break and she was messing with Ronnie. That's when Lemon Pepper was like, no, I'm gonna go. A lot of people was like, oh, it was fake, but Lamel was like, listen, we gonna do this and wait on the results. If they don't, you know what I'm saying? Because Lamel, like, you know, Lamel be about, listen, it's good ratings for him, but at the same time, we could put this out here. So when she got pregnant, he asked her what she was going to do, and she said, I'm keeping it this time. He said, Chrisean, we have a lot to do, and we're not in a place. She said, this is exactly what she said, but you let her keep her baby. He said, okay. During that time, Chrisean was still going out, having drinks on the slide. I have those pictures. Yeah, she was drinking. She was drinking with him. She was smoking with him. She was at clubs, all that stuff. We know Chrisean like to have her a nice Hennessy Mitzi girl cocktail. And Chrisean was doing exactly that, having her Mitzi, cocktail with the baby. Scotty is drinking water with hers. Chrisean is drinking that. She felt like Blueface didn't care. So she didn't care. I feel like she had this baby, and I don't think she had it because, number one, it's Blueface. She thought that she'll have ties to Blueface forever. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's recent when he got out of jail while she's trying to be all the good girl. Blueface drove off. and left during the argument that she caused. And guess who she didn't bring with her and went to chase him? So to me, I can't say she had this and then took it like, man, regardless of the fact, that's my baby. She had this baby for that man, and that man don't care for her. She thought no matter what, he would come back, and he's not. He's not. Now they're not filming together. Now it's a stop to all of that. So now it's so much evil in the dad and grandma. But Chrisean, you can't call nobody evil. We saw the things that you did, the things that you said. She's in a psychosis. She's on something. I'm gonna tell you why. The same thing she beat up Woe Vicky for is the same thing she doing. On top of that, Chrisean is broke. So this is for her to make her money. So I don't take this serious when she come out here and say stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because one video I did, I was saying how she can't get brand deals being with the show. Chrisean is the only one that left the show, has not had a brand deal. And I say companies not going to work with her. They will work with her sister Taseki before her. Taseki has been in 2 or 3 movies on Tubi. Taseki's doing other stuff. She has not. So now she needs to open her horizon and pivot. None of them. But Clarissa said that she wants him to get, help. I feel like he does needs to get help at his age. And I feel like she don't want to keep that. She feels guilty. She gonna carry that guilt. Let me see if I can find what she said about Ronnie. Because I was like, wait, what the fuck? What did you just say?
Carried over your head?
No, it's like
just how the evil in the world.
Yeah, so much evil, but even it's close to my kid. It's in his daddy, it's in his grandma, it's in the people that
it's in you.
I think that's now why
clout.
Now, Chrisean, you came out here and said your sister touched on you, and one of your sisters said that's impossible because your sister is older than you. And around that time, y'all didn't stay together. You took the older sister storyline and used it. Yeah, that's what he needs. That's what he needs. But she can't sit here and say that because you came out on TV to make your sister look like something for a check, and then you bounce.
Clouted out too. Like he got hella clout, bro. Like,
how do you feel when people come at you as like?
Now, when I heard what she said about Ronnie, I said, Ronnie, hold on. She did in this interview about Ronnie. I said, what did you just say? So this came out. Y'all know Ronnie passed. And it's something that she said that people said that Chrisean lied about Ronnie. I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Baby, when we wasn't even sexually active. So you're weird. I didn't give a fuck about the nigga that much. You know why? Because at the time I was fucking with my ex. So
she was messing with Ronnie. She got mad at Blueface because he talked about her at Offset and she tried to hide it. Yes, she did sleep with Offset. When Kandi went on here and called her a fake hoe and you slept with her, when she did that interview, she wasn't just talking about Sweetie. She was talking about Chrisean. Hey, she was talking about Chrisean. And when she said, oh, well, when they asked her in that interview, I'm going to play it. When Kandi was like, how would you teach the girls coming up in the rap game? She say, I would, but you know what? F them hoes. They got to learn like me because they mainly was sleeping with my husband. Oh, I say, wait. Everybody's like, what you talking about, Sweetie? I say, no, it's not just Sweetie. She was talking about her.
The one that just died. And then it's crazy because this man, I've been with him for like 5 years, like in high school, and a little bit of my college years. And ties with his family, like loved him down. Like that's why I never spoke on his death till just now. Like, because I feel like it's appropriate now.
Yeah.
But
They would lie.
yeah, I lost somebody that I grew up with. Right, he was trolling me. He kept making it seem like
she claimed she wasn't sleeping with him neither, and she was. Not just that, I think she slept with Offset after, because one thing Cardi never did, well, we're not gonna say she's not gonna do. But I'm gonna say this. I forgot to play about what Tia said about JT and Carlissa, but I played after this. So hold on, I'm trying to find what I'm looking for. Cardi not gonna leash it out, and everybody thought Cardi was talking about Nicki on that album. If y'all go back and look at that album about a drama, Cardi was aiming shots. If you listen to some of her music to her, nobody caught it. It's some things in there that make you go, Okay, wait, where is that with Blueface? Because she came out and responded. Because they asked him, hold on. She came out first. She said Coyle Ray. She hit Coyle Ray because she was trying to sleep with Blueface, which we all know she had this baby for Blueface. So Blueface came out and said, well, she talking about that. Let's talk about her and Offset. And I said, okay, well, the rumor must be true then. So on top of that, she came out here and she got upset. And she was like, oh, it's been years. And he didn't have to talk about it and everything. So now she's saying that Lemmy, on top of her live, she claims that Chrisean baddies is worse than jail. That itch get you endured just to give you get beat. It's a human. I ain't gonna play it. Y'all can go watch it because I ain't got time to play with her. She get on my nerves. But she came out here saying that it's this and it's that. But baby, you keep going back over there. You keep going back to Zeus. The shit she do is weird, and I'm really about sick of her. I really am. Now, speaking of her crappy ass baby daddy, so clout chasing, well, hell, he not even her baby daddy. Hell, we don't know her ex-boyfriend. So y'all know that he was out here clout chasing with Hazel. Hazel was his golden retriever. And Hazel don't piss me off because Hazel go, oh, he's disrespectful. Let me tell you something, Heifer. When he called you a dog, that was disrespectful. Like, what are you talking about? Child.
Nigga, I'm done with you. You over here being disrespectful as fuck, kissing fucking trailer park trash all in the lips, taking it, eating second crab legs together. I'm too old. You're a convicted felon. Let's start there. I went below.
Girl, you didn't care for that camera time that he was a convicted felon. The whole time he called you a damn golden retriever. You sat there, yeah, I'm a golden retriever. Yeah, you should have just barked at the fucking table. Hazel, you is 45 years old. Girl, stop. This is trash.
To fuck with you. We can put out the receipts. You bought me flights before. You've given me money before. You just sent me 5 bands the other day telling me to stay down so I can put up with your fuck shit. That's not enough. It's really not enough, honey. I'm done. Rather have a young bitch. Yeah, look at what you got. You got a bunch of OF girls, strippers, bitches that live in, back alleys and shit. Your mama called it a homeless shelter. I make you look better. And all I asked was for you to respect, which I thought we agreed upon.
Shout out to K Goddess from Love and Hip Hop. I think she did one season. She said his old ways. Y'all was together for like 4 days. He had a girlfriend when he came home and rubbing and kissing on him the day y'all starting dating.
But your old ways are creeping back in because you're
Look
feeling
at the
yourself.
line. He put Nene like Chad.
Why the fuck you think you can be done with me, nigga? I'm done with you. You over here being disrespectful as fuck, kissing fucking trailer.
Shut the hell up, Hazel. Shut up. Shut the hell up. You do this all the fucking time, bro. Like, you ain't learned from Bird. Shut up. Just shut up. You ain't learned from the last nigga you gave a baby to. So she got him calling crappy face, right? Which is lame. So someone said he had you in a seat 30F and riding a shuttle. Damn. She said, yeah, at Blueface. Head off the plane is crazy. It's all entertainment. Hey, what's up? Should I still come today? I haven't heard from you. Yeah, for sure. So then this is where she went from LA to New York. No, Las Vegas, I'm sorry. To LA. So she was supposed to leave at 9:48 from Vegas, and she would get to Los Angeles at 11:03, which is a 2-hour, not even a 2-hour flight, an hour and 30 minutes. So
I don't understand why the fuck you think you.
My bad. It say for sure there's a shuttle take you from the airport to the Hyatt Regency. Girl, who did you fly with? Because they're not itinerary. Oh, you spell your name with an A as Erica? That itinerary ain't Delta. That look like Southwest. Oh, so you flew Southwest? Because that ain't JetBlue, unless he went on one of them third parties. You know, Hazel E., you hurt my nerves. I don't know what to say. Anyway, moving on. She doesn't get to shut up. I'm about sick of her. All right, y'all. We're going to talk about Meg, and then we're going to go to Masika, because Masika, I got some questions. So, what? We got some more tea about Summer Walker. I'm going to throw in here, too. So, y'all know that Nicki... Oh, wait. Let me play Tia Kemp, what she had to say about Chrisean now. Now, Tia also said that, JT, she said the same thing about JT.
With you giving her some advice on parenting.
Oh, you gonna respect me? I ain't Carlissa, bitch. Now call my motherfucking phone again and wake me up, ho. I fly where the fuck you at, puss ass young ho. Musty bitch. Go take care of your motherfucking baby, ho.
And I've noticed that with Chrisean, she'll have these moments where
Tia only went off like that because Chrisean sent her a message and things saying that she was threatening her. I don't know why she would try to threaten Tia out of all people who got everybody from the tracks of Miami. I'm glad Chrisean didn't show up.
They call it a coming to Jesus moment where we'll see her break down and it's like, I want to change. I'm going to get my tattoos removed. And then Blueface get out and, now we licking on his tattoos. Now we on, stream. And I feel as though there may be some regret, the older that she gets and just looking back and not even just from her, but
it's definitely a lot of regret. I'm pretty sure it is, I'm positive that it is, you know what I mean? But like I said, she's gonna have to want to change, and I can't see nobody trying to force her to make her change until she really wants to. And it may not come out as, from the right messenger or the right tone, but we all had to get cussed down and sometimes beat down to understand.
I've been cussed out plenty of times by my aunties, mamas, and it makes you better at the end of the day. And I will say too, because I know, you and Carlissa are friends, but for me, I think she could do a better job at being an adult and just kind of not.
I mean by boundaries. That's
not
what I mean
egging
by stepping back and just, not crossing those boundaries and showing a different way of your concern. I got so many messages about the story of the children at the middle school kids that jumped up.
Chicago.
The lady. So people are trying to get me to find out who these kids' parents are, and that's where we go back to these children. They need real aunties and uncles. These parents nowadays, they're not setting boundaries and giving these children setting standards and letting these kids know that I'm the adult, you the child, you don't run my house. I'm
gonna say this, baby. Growing up, and she from the era that I say her and my mama probably went to school together, or she not. I wouldn't say but she around that era where they probably, growing. I think she was born in 71. I think her and my mama 10 years apart. But anyway, growing up, she's not lying, because if you grew up in, I don't know for everybody else, y'all probably agree. I grew up in Florida, so you gonna get cussed out every once in a while by somebody. And if your mama wasn't doing it, you have the neighborhood aunties and uncles. That's who she is. They're going to go tell your mama. And then they're going to tell your mama why they got onto you. And then they're going to tell your mama what you did. They don't know. She came into that era where the parents were, I will pick up the phone and call your mama and tell your mama what you just did. They don't do that. Yeah, no ma'am. Now it's don't touch my kids. Back then, no, they taking you home when you're not supposed to be there. They didn't play. And they told your mama why you standing right there. Right there. And you better not lie. It's going to be even worse.
Take care of you. Money don't grow on trees. You got to work for this. Yeah, you got to do chores. You know, you got to crawl before you walk. You can't take the elevator to success. These kids nowadays, everything come out of their mouth. You don't hear them talking about want to be a plumber, want to be a doctor, a nurse, a dentist, not even a police officer, anything. They don't want any kind of corporate America job. First thing they say, I'm going to be a millionaire. Well, how are you going to be a millionaire?
They get on TikTok to figure out, how can I discipline my child? Let me try gentle parenting. I've never experienced gentle parenting.
Me neither.
I had a grandma that would go grab a switch, a shoe.
That's right. Hey, broomstick.
Oh, you sick? You said you were sick. What you talking about going outside for? You gonna sit your behind right here. You better not move. God dang, I can't go outside. I feel better. No, you can't go. You sick.
Chrisean had took some issues.
She also spoke on JT. I want to play that a little bit. And what she said, I agree. They got drama now? Weird. But she did speak on JT performance. And if I don't find it, then I'll just tell you what she said. So she said the same thing I said, that first of all, like for her to go to the classic, if she would have never jumped in that lady stuff, she would have been cool. And I agree. It didn't pan out how she thought it. I'm gonna say this, and it's no shade to Nicki, but first off, I want to say this. I've never shot it down. Nicki is a great rapper, great artist. Is she a great performer? No. Okay. So for her to come out here and say somebody was trying to copy her, like I say, I want to see you dance for 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, and not stop. Okay. All right. That's one. Number two, because Tia Kemp came out after JT and they loved Tia when she walked out. Number two, Nicki, most of her career to me seemed like a beef thing. So for you, the monument that Nicki has had with all this that she got going on, it has just went to crap. Went to the poop lawn for me. People not gonna want to support that. So when you put yourself with that, they're already starting to question, should we support her? Should we sing her song? And she messed herself up. And I agree with that. She could have did better, but I mean, it is what it is. So let's talk about this here. Hold on, let me close my door. First of all, the barbs and the non-barbs got mad at me for saying this. She is going to lose her home. It's judgment default because they could not garnish her wages. So this is what I said in the comment. I said there are two things. If she already knew, see, they think she still got money. I'm explaining. Let me break it down. This is what Simon did. Y'all remember Portia and Simon divorce where he had to pay for his lawyer. He put up his house for his lawyer, right? So anything that he didn't get, if he sell the home, the portion that he gets go to the lawyer first, and then he get the rest of it, right? Okay, I want to explain this. So in the comment, I broke that down and said that she could have put that up to pay her lawyer. Not only to pay her lawyer, she probably said, listen, you know what? Her lawyer probably told her, if anything with judgment, you can't, or they can't garnish your wages, there's already going to be put up for, it's like, listen, let's take the home, right? Let's say something about the home. It was her lawyer. It wasn't her. When I said they used the house as collateral, it was Barb's and the people that defend her don't read. And then I said, too, another thing is they tried to take her wages. She didn't pay like Brene is doing, trying to pay $2 measly little dollars. And the judge said, okay, boom, let's take this home. We can force her to sell the home because they have looked at her wages and see what she makes and obviously put 2 and 2 together. Nicki hasn't been working like that. Nicki hasn't, I'm going to say it again. Nicki hasn't been working like that. Nicki has been, if y'all have been paying attention, she's been sitting at home, right? On Twitter. So obviously they gave her a time frame to pay this money, right? She didn't do it. So now they tried to garnish wages out the account that was given through this lawyer. Because when I read what she did, the reason why everybody talking about this a lie is not a lie because of what she did. Let me tell you what she did. The lawyers that she had before, not the ones that just went ahead and said we're going to drop being her lawyer on this case. The ones before, she tried to pay them, was paying them to harass that man. That's why it took so long with that lawsuit. She was trying to harass. They never showed up to court. She never came to court. So the judge felt like she was better and she the queen and this and that, like she liked to say. So guess what? Now she got to pay. Now, here is the thing. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. So now she has to pay money. So let me tell you what's going to happen once he forced a sale on her $20 million mansion. She owes $500,000, right? That's not even a dent into that money. Let's just keep it real. Her house is worth $20 million. Now imagine them coming to get the home, right? She got things fixed, things taken care of, right? So imagine she sell this home. Your house go up all the time, right? You got the home, it goes up. She's still making payments on it still. Now, let's say she sell it. She'll get a double or triple of that. But the way that this economy, I agree. She messed up bad. And I feel like he be draining her dry. Everybody be like, oh, why he don't say nothing? I'm gonna get into that in a minute, what I feel about with him. She think it's love, but I feel otherwise. I keep my eye on him. Something ain't right. So she has to pay that. So when they sell that home, it's gonna be more than 20 million, but because it's gonna take a while to sell. So she's not getting evicted right now. We know the housing market is trash. Now, what's funny to me, she doing all this tap dancing with these mofos, thanking the president and shit. Well, we don't even call him that. That man, that crybaby. So we got the same vibes. Cause see, I really believe that he weaponized her and then he keep her effed up and go Twitter fingering. I said this before, when she get on Twitter, y'all gotta pay attention. When she start twittering, he's not home. When she not on Twitter, he's home. I peeped that a long time ago. I say, oh, hey Teresa. I say, oh. Bet. I say, why she keep doing that? Ain't she married? So I put 2 and 2 together. I say, hold the hell up. Because she's a Sag. Says be all they be about that man, honey. I say, he ain't home. Happy Thanksgiving. He ain't home. He gone. Well, I don't know where he at, but he ain't home. That's how I know. I said, oh, I know for a fact. Cause when he there, we don't hear that. We don't hear none of this. When that man ain't home, we hear all this stuff. When he not there, we get all of this. But when he in that house, baby, it's quiet as a mouse. She focused. I believe it. I believe it. I ain't gonna lie, I believe it. But I mean, that's her husband. That's her husband. She gotta see it for herself. She has to see it. We can't make her see it, but she gotta see it. I wish her the best with him though. I mean, that's all I got to say. But yeah, she gonna have to sell it. Now she can't sell it right now because of the fact is the house market. And then what's crazy to me is you went on Twitter, you posted a pink, you tried to take shots at Jay-Z. I'm waiting until we have to blame the Hove man again. I'm waiting on this because Jay-Z was looking at his wife and enjoying on that go-kart rate, whatever, out there having fun, and he was walking behind his wife looking like he in the trance, like he gonna tear her up when they leave her because of her outfit that she had on, the jups, not jumpsuit, but the Louis Vuitton. So I don't think he cared. But I really don't think he give a damn. Because we just 13 in January, who really finna be outrageous. Her emotions are about to change. She's becoming a teenager. She's growing up. He's focusing on, okay, I got my daughter. You got the other two running around telling her yay, telling them yay, nay, and no, and the both sides of that man. It don't give a damn about that girl. And then you got Beyonce sitting here at some point. Let me see if I can find that tweet. What she said, because she took one of Jay-Z's songs from the Blueprint and used it. And everybody, then when people said something about her being a fan, she took it down. She took it down. She took it down, honey. I say, girl, what are you doing? Let me see. Here it is. Hold on. Let me go back. I say, girl, what are you doing? He is bothering me. She said, ooh. So y'all remember when Jay-Z was talking about Obama, right? He put Obama in one of his songs. She said United Nation was a mega flex. Trump on a test. Y'all should be afraid of what I'm going to do next. And then she took it down. Now, on top of that, this was from Jay-Z when he said Obama was on a test. Y'all should be afraid about what I'm going to do next. So I guess she hinted working with him. But then when she got the notice that her house was going to be up for, whatever, we ain't hear nothing about it, and she took that shit down. Now, another thing I find interesting is the comments. Oh, call Trump. Call Big Daddy Trump. Let me see if he can say, since that's your Big Daddy, and girl, they were eating her up. Oh, call Trump. And oh, you need, yeah. Mm-hmm. Ain't he gonna help with your house? Yeah. And to people that thought it was her benefit, no. Yeah. But it's to say people that have the same thing that Chrisette Michelle had. Remember people were saying that, you know, Chrisette Michelle and this and that, and they were just like, you know, yeah. They was like, listen, you need to treat her the same. I agree. The way that folks drag Chrisette Michelle, the way they dragged her for saying that she support that man. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's bad, y'all. Like the way they drug Chrisette Michelle, I never forget. It was horrible.
That a judge plans to force the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million mansion to pay a security guard's judgment. I have two questions. One, is this the reason why Nicki Minaj was speaking on behalf of Trump last week? And two,
she thought it was going to save
since
her.
when does Nicki Minaj not have $20 million to pay?
I want to ask this question. I'm not being funny. And I've been saying this. How is her relationship with Wayne and Birdman at this point in her life with things going on? It's very strange. I haven't seen them take up for her like she take up for them. I don't know if Tony telling Birdman, baby, don't you get in that, you know how they can be. I understand. Or Lil Wayne probably like, you know what? I can't get into that right now. I have like things like, how is that? I've always thought about that. Because as much as she give Jay-Z so much hell, why haven't, and Birdman been around the stylists that you would claim stole from you, why haven't he got the same hell that you were giving out? It's just my thought. It's weird. And I've been thinking about that. And there's no shade to Birdman, there's no shade to Lil Wayne. But I was like, damn, do they not, like, what's going on with their relationship? Because they haven't came out and said anything. They haven't spoken on it. What's going on?
To the point where a judge has to step in and force her to sell one of her mansions in order to pay off the settlement to one of the cases that she lost. Since when? Now, you can go and look up the information for yourself because you know I don't do that lying stuff. However, I'm reading from an article on Rolling Stone. It states right here that a Los Angeles judge on Monday said that she's on the brink of ordering the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million Hidden Hills home so a security guard could collect on the $500,000 default judgment that he won after suing the Barbie World rapper and her husband over the alleged backstage assault that took place at a concert in Germany. A judge is literally on the brink of forcing Nicki Minaj to sell her $20 million mansion to pay a $500,000 settlement. You mean to tell me you don't have $500,000, Nicki? Where's the money? Or did Sue take all of it? And the Los Angeles judge who's in control of all of this is saying that this is literally what she's looking to do. She just wants to make sure that she gets it right. That the only outstanding document in the application that forces the home sale was a statement from Bank of America showing exactly how much of Minaj's $13.3 million mortgage she's paid off already since purchasing the home back in October 22. In quotations from the judge, let's say there's no who offers the full 20 million. And then it goes up in auction and they don't find a fair market value and it doesn't cover everything, right? This is the judge giving the hypothetical. Right. If it doesn't cover everything, what the sale is required to cover, including the judgment in the instance, then I would use that evidence to help me determine that. I guess if she's not able to actually, the sale from the house is not able to actually generate what is needed for the settlement.
And that's what I said, because of the housing market. If they don't get that, they're not going to. Then what? That's what I was saying. Like, then what? If they don't get that because of this housing market and how it is not the best right now, we about to hit a recession. Then what?
Is supposed to be awarded to the security guard of whom her husband assaulted back in January. Then I guess she's going to figure out how much more of her finances the judge is able to actually get into as far as Nicki Minaj. That's my guess. But again, Nicki, you don't have $500,000. You don't have $500,000, Nicki. To the point where a judge is literally on the brinks of forcing you to sell your $20 million home. You don't have $500 million, and now what Cardi said is starting to check out. It's starting to check out. That man is depleting you of all of your funding. He's literally robbing you blind, and he's probably keeping you understand, incapacitated so that he's able to do that. The fact that it was Cardi who let you know that your cards was being touched, and now this, you see the barbs, as delusional as some of them can be, a lot of them stated that the true demise was going to come after you marry that man. And I think it's here.
And that's what, there ain't no lie. That's not a lie. I hope, you know, she don't see it, but the man is depleting her. He is depleting her. And I feel like that idea at the UN and to speak so much about it, the conversation was.
After Rock Nation and fooling around at the United Nations takes up a lot of your time, but you got to pay the people that you owe. Church, word on the curb is that Nicki and Kenneth about to be on the curb.
Now they trying to say Rock Nation is fake news because they said that Rock Nation is working with Rolling Stones. It's not fake news, y'all. I've been seeing a lot of bars. That's fake. That's fake. That's not true. No, baby. It's true. Court documents. And another thing is, to the person that told me, oh, you need to go in and read the court documents. I'm not going to tell you, you can't read the court documents until everything is taken care of. That's just how California court documents work. It's court documents. Let me tell y'all something. Jay-Z don't want that. Jay-Z not finna do that. It has nothing to do with that. As bad as people, she got people thinking, bad as people don't like him, that is not it. It's her. Y'all need to start asking, where were the people at that she was going hard for and had a family relationship business-wise for? Where is Drake? Where is Wayne? Where is Birdman? Those are my questions. Ever since she married this man, I haven't. Where are they? Let's keep it a buck.
As a judge is reportedly planning to force the sale of Nicki's $20 million mansion to satisfy a judgment that her and Kenneth refused to pay. For all of y'all that had lives and couldn't keep up, the security guard won a default judgment against Nicki and Kenneth for an altercation that occurred at a concert. However, he hasn't seen a dime of that money because Nicki and Kenneth refused to respond, and the normal methods of garnishment haven't worked. So at her wit's end, the judge is reportedly mulling over selling the house to satisfy the judgment. And the only thing seemingly being in the way is she's waiting on a statement from Bank of America to detail how much of the $13 million mortgage Nicki still owes. Because once she figures out that, the home can be put up for auction, and it needs to satisfy the balance on the mortgage plus the $500,000 due to the security guard. And a hearing is set for January 22nd. So, Nicki, look, in the eternal words of my grandmother, don't cut off your nose to spite your face.
Come on,
and
now.
The last time that I checked, don't your husband need an address to give those Megan's Law people? So
you know what?
I'm sure they probably won't accept the corner outside your former mansion as a location. Just saying. Now y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later.
Yeah, her legacy going down. All right, I just seen something before we go into Masika. I gotta hold myself. But before we do that, DJ, first of all, I don't like DJ Khaled like that, but I have to agree. Showed up to court and he got a judgment, default judgment. That's why. If she would have showed up, but obviously he must have did something. So we got 3 more people, and then we about to head on out of here. Child, look at this fiasco between Princess Love and Ray J. Now I thought they were doing great. We just saw them in LA at the Brandy and Monica, the Boy Is Mine, the Boy Is Mine, the Boy Is Mine, the Boy Is Mine tour, right? Great. But she's saying, she's crying holding the baby. And I thought everything was good because the niece and nephew got to spend time with Auntie Brandy and Grandma Sonia and got to see Daddy. Well, that ain't the case.
I didn't point nothing at y'all. Yeah, whatever. You take my kids because y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk,
Who was
princess.
she with? She must have been with her
Drive
boyfriend.
drunk. Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin?
Gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Why you waking my daughter up?
You pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter up?
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
This is sad, y'all.
My kids.
All I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Ray?
Because you selfish.
Delusional.
You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
and
drunk.
You're delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
Yes,
what drunk
you
people
are.
say. Like you're taking my daughter?
Grow the fuck up.
All right,
Seriously.
cool.
You need
All
a
right.
fucking.
You're not taking my son.
Ray.
Like I know you're not trying to take my son. Hey, don't
Hold
on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you.
Shoot you right now.
Oh, he did it. Oh, he did it. Somebody say Brandon phone finna be on D&D. Brandon is, let me tell you something. Brandon giving him opportunities. He around here crying on the internet. Brandy is tired. Brandy is still got a legacy, and her daughter is building hers. I just want to know who is gonna get Ray J some help. Dasuki Hana telling the girl this and that. He been going off the end, the real end, since Diddy was locked up. Who is going to get this man some help? Because Brandy tired. And Sonya, if Sonya stepped in, Sonya finna get in his tail, and he already knows Sonya is gonna break her foot, metaphorically, in his ass. And she gonna call his daddy because she can't do it.
All I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Ray.
Because you selfish. You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
You're
drunk.
delusional.
I'm a woman. That's what drunk people say.
Child. So this had to happen this morning, child. All right. So y'all remember Rico Reckless came out, child, and he said Summer Walker. Well, first, before I move on, because I'm trying to rush her to get done, I wish Princess and Ray J the best, and I'm praying for them kids, because so Rico Reckless said that Summer Walker got a termination on one of the chillings that she was carrying for him. There she go. That's socially. I've been told y'all Summer Walker was socially awkward. And the reason I tell y'all, Summer Walker was a stripper. I don't know why y'all think she's supposed to be socially awkward and she used to get on that pole and get her money. This is who y'all get to see personality. Y'all forgot. I can't believe her. What do you mean, Summer Walker was a stripper, baby. Summer Walker used to go around the strip clubs to make her money. And it's no shade to pay for things because she got to do what she had to do. And used to do YouTube covers. Y'all ain't know that?
With Summer, you got to be a goofy. Nah, they have to. She killed the baby. Long story. We'll talk about it up on Twitch. I'm phone of Ray. Reckless. Say that. I say a little about wow. You just don't know the way you move so fast.
I'm glad.
Oh, I mean, I run through my mind like all the time to I just wanna so represent that. She killed the baby that I had. So y'all want to talk about what this girl I ever fucked, kissed, kicked it with.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. London on the track don't act like no baby mama. Now his baby mama would say these things, but London on the track never did no shit like this. London on the track never did no shit like this. He might have showed the kids. Other than that, She had twins, their daughter. But other than that, London on the track would never do this. Like the rest of them niggas. Lil Meech ain't came out and said too much of nothing either, you know. We all know Lil Meech, I mean, let's be for real. But doing shit like this now, like the rest of them niggas,
Talk on the phone with, I miss you on phone them grave. But they don't mean I gotta be with you though. Nah, fuck that. The next girl I be with, she gotta be peaceful. No turmoil. Good. They say God not an author of confusion. So if you make me gotta get angry or get aggressive, then you can't be for me, because I'm really a peaceful ass nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga. That's how this shit gonna go. But every girl I ever fuck, love, talk to.
Child, some of them came out with finally over, and I guess everything getting buried, child. This is a mess. Everything getting buried, honey. Everything. So yesterday, child, let me get the tea. So Masika had the funeral for her late husband. Now Masika brother-in-law came out and said some things about her. I'ma play it. A lot of people said, why Masika look like she got a photo shoot? Why I look like this? I didn't say nothing. I didn't touch on it. Y'all know I love Masika, right? I didn't say anything. I just did touch on it. But I'm gonna let her grieve, because I don't want to be a part of the tear down grieving. Okay, so we gonna get into it. All right. So, Cat in the Hat Ass Poem ain't drop a tear, and you didn't play Eula the Stylist for that hairdo bomb.
Way more professional. I gotta throw you a little something extra, maybe. But I think that'll be, you know what I mean, just so we ain't got no misunderstanding. Hold on, hold up, guy. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nigga just touched down, man. One time, man. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. For real.
He said, you a goofy, broke, bum ass 304. You ain't shared one tip about my little brother's death. Make me expose you for real. So you had my little brother phone and joined our group message, sent us the drama. Now you trying to play victim. But should I show him how you tried to make me set up Gerald Green ex Houston Rockets for some money you thought he owed my little brother? You a funny person. Then you went to Johnny Dane trying to roach them people out some money for jury. You a bum. Now she got out of towners calling, threatening me, saying, you know, who your little bro called when it was smoke, right? I dare one of you niggas to come to my city playing me behind this 304. So Masika did go to her thing. She called him a liar. She said, you the bum. She said, what's funny is that you want to sit here talking about your brother. She said, that nigga ain't never called your brother. She said, my husband never called your brother a day in my life. She ain't say that nigga, but my husband. She said, he didn't even claim you after y'all fell out. Right? So then we all minding our business. We was like, well, we'll see what happened. I'm gonna see if I can pull up a response. But then we seen this shit.
Not your face just pure with no makeup. A little bit of MAC lip gloss.
Hood Trophy Bino. She reposted it. She say he said he wanted her. She say, you want who? You just buried your husband. And you're on here saying, hey, you on here saying and telling Hood Trophy Bambino, who was just with Chrisean, that Masika, let me tell you something. You got hoes that don't like you. I don't give a fuck if you play or not all day. But don't ever post no shit like that. Don't ever post nothing like that. Like, for real. Like, I'm about to get mad at you. Because we were sitting here about to talk about the nasal lady. And I can't even count on you to grieve correctly to come out here and talk about nasal Lee. And you sitting here and all the crap that she do. And then you want to do. I'm disappointed. You know what? I don't even know what to say anymore. Let me see if I can pull it up on TikTok because Instagram running slow. Like, this is crazy. And a lot of people were saying the grieving, I mean, nobody take her serious with it because she got the photos and all that stuff. And hey, I'm not so now I'm trying to see the one with the brother. But can't nobody really feel bad now. I mean, it is what it is. Shit, both of y'all in the same boat to me the whole time. We think y'all roast each other to me the way it looked like, because y'all the same shit. But it is what it is, child. Let's see. Because I'm trying to find her response. Here you go. She said, trying to get clout. I'm finna show y'all. And then we're going to head on out of here and enjoy our Thanksgiving. She said, trying to get clout and attention off my pain is just sick and demoralizing. Making up weird ass lies attached to my husband there so you can catch a blog as low as you can get. You're effing bottom feeder, and that's all you will ever be. Now leave me alone respectfully. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said, honey. So, I mean, she said, if you have a problem with anything on my page involving my husband, my life, my kids, or literally anything, I invited you to go F yourself and unfollow me. I will not be explaining myself in any shape or form or fashion to a single soul. To everyone who has supported me and my kids, I can't thank you enough. You have carried me on your backs. Now, if I zoom in, you can't, but she is crying through them shades, so I looked at the picture. If y'all want to take a picture of it, zoom it, the makeup is coming down her face. The makeup is coming down her face. So I can't say she didn't. But I feel like she did have people take pictures, because let's be clear. When them folks see her, they know who she is. They know who her husband was. You gonna tell me nobody want to go take photos and record? She took them herself. She knew they were gonna get to the blogs with this. The same thing with other celebrities who went to funerals. They took pictures and recordings. So nobody can't get mad. Shit, let's keep it a buck. They were going to do it anyway. To everyone who supported me and my kids, I thank you enough. You carried me on your backs. Please continue to check on us. Just showing up is worth more than gold. But yeah, like they were gonna do that anyway. She's been sharing a lot of pictures. But my thing is this, girl, your cat shouldn't be purring right now. That might be cute and shit, but your cat shouldn't be purring. She ain't saying nothing today, so yeah, she probably just like, I really don't feel like talking after that. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, child. Do y'all think that Todd and Kandi divorce gonna be nastier than what it is? Is it gonna get real nasty? Because Todd, is it gonna get really, really nasty? Do y'all think that Fatum, let me pull up Fatum before we go. Child, they were going back through the holes of Kandi, Todd, and Fatum. And Fatum was like, baby, I got nothing to do with this. I'm here for my friend. Let me go back. I meant to show y'all that too. I say, what? Fatum was like, no. I remember when Fatum and Monique got into it. She outed out Fatum. I remember that. I think that was Fatum. I don't know who that was. Let's see. Let me go to TikTok because I ain't really got nothing on Fatum. So fans are finding these videos And Kandi did respond.
He's trying to take half of the women. I don't think it's cool. Like, I feel like a man should always be a man and be able to handle his own.
So you gained your money while the man was with you, and he nurtured you, he helped you, gave you ideas. He was a part of that, that progression.
Here come Kenya. It's a husband's job to support his wife however he can and vice versatility. That doesn't mean a payday. That is what support looks like. You know what? I hate to say this. I feel like Kenya and Kandi are not really friends with shit like this. She's right, but I just feel like
You don't think he should get anything? You did it all.
What is he? Nobody said she did it all.
Do that. Let's work on this. Like he's setting you up. He's organizing you. He's getting your shit right.
You said like a Wendy Williams situation.
Oh, I don't really know that thing, but I'm just saying that he helps you blow up.
I'm saying because he was like her manager, right?
No, I'm just saying someone who like really influences, who's really there. So now you blew up. You wasn't blown up. Now you blew up.
Okay, I like how Steve Harvey saying he is now with his wife. But the money I had when I came in this thing,
Nobody's talking about. Nobody's.
No,
even,
but
that's not even part of the conversation.
No, but it is to me because what I'm saying is, when you and I got together in marriage,
right,
and we made more businesses, we made more. There were more things happening.
Right.
To me, the money that was made after marriage, that's a different conversation because we both contributed, whatever. That's
not even part of the conversation.
No, it is to me because even in the
response, I'm trying to find Fatum what she said.
Ella Jones says, Kandi, it's good to see you in good spirits with so much going on. I'm sorry about you and Ty. Okay, so
shout out to Ben Worthy. Shout out.
Oh, yeah. I've been going through it. Life has been lifing me. Okay. I filed for divorce on Friday. And right now it's a pretty crazy time. Anyway, Ali says, will you do a speak on it about current news? Yeah, I will. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, eventually.
Now listen, I wish them nothing but the best. I don't know how their day gonna go today. Everybody saying Mama Joyce rejoice. I don't know. I was trying to find Fatum response because somebody said something about Fatum tearing them up. And she was like, she had nothing to do with that. Y'all I'm going to look for that. But I want to thank y'all for watching. I want y'all to get ready and go have y'all a good Thanksgiving. Go get fat. It's okay. Put your sweatpants on. Have fun. Dance around. Just enjoy yourself. If you feel like you around your family and it's getting a little, it's okay to leave and go home. Grab your plate and go home. It's okay. It's okay. They'll understand. I want to thank y'all for it. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. I am thankful for y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not coming back live no more after this, but I will be live tomorrow. Now, our treat tomorrow. Okay, we're going to talk about Scotty. So I want to know everybody's thoughts about this Scotty and Lemmy. Scotty and Lemmy. And then we're going to talk about Black TV, reality TV. There's some TV shows I want to talk about because I know they ain't airing this week. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Later.
It's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Birds singing in the dead of night. Take these